This is the video for routine 104 of the vector game. Sets the XY position to 2040, TW for tall and wide to 52,240, sets the color to 449, it's a blue color, does a rectangle fill, then it adds a little to X, a little to Y, sets a font to bold 12 points, color 0, which is black, and then for I of 0, the next I 300, 128 at a time, it's going to put data from page A onto the screen. Well, we're going to go look at the screen. That's this blue box here, and the data that it's putting in there is this circle, polygon, answer, black, red, test, gray, green. That's the text it's putting there. That's this first part. Then it sets XY position to 375, tall wide to 15,240, a color to 40, which is the dark green, and says rectangle fill. And then it says that rectangle is clickable as click number 6. Then it adds a little bit to X, a little bit to Y, makes the font bold 12 points, a color to yellow, and then says put the text at page A there that says toggle vector lines on off. Then it checks to see if someone clicked on box 6. If they didn't, it goes down here to EB. If they did, it will add 1 to show vectors and then mod it with 2. Well, therefore show vectors is either a 0 or a 1. Don't do it or do it. Well, let's look at the program. Here is the green box it made, and here's the yellow text that says toggle vector lines on and off. And if you click on that, it's going to change it from 0 to 1 and back to 0 again and so forth. Now I've highlighted some more instructions in this routine. First it says if show vectors is 0, go to EK. That means it's going to go home and it's not going to show any of the vectors. But if it is, it continues on and sets Q value to 1. That's the quill, or how wide a line is going to be, because it's going to draw a lot of lines. It's going to set X to 850, 205. Set Z to 2. Z is how many points there are in the line. 2 points to find a line, and that's all it's going to be doing, is drawing a line from one point to another. The first value for X and Y it's going to use is this center position, 850, 205. Then it says for J of 0, and then we'll go down here to, well, set J to 0, then for I of 1, and down here it says next I to the number of sides there are on the polygon. And each time there's another side, it's going to say, well, I'm going to take the jth value in poly X and Y and put it in my line value at offset 1. So I have this value, the center, and this point on the line. Then it's going to add the XY values to those points. Remember, because those points are 0 based, and now we want them based on this position 850, 205. Then it does a dot P. Make the dots for that line. Well, it's not a lot of work, there's only 2 of them. Make the color red, draw the line. Alright, that's the end of that loop. Then it's going to do the same thing for the test polygon. Exactly the same things, except it's the test polygon. So let's just go look at what's happening. We'll execute it. It's doing these green lines and these red lines. The points at the end of the line, these red ones, look like they make a triangle. And the other ones look like they make a pentagon. That's what we've been looking at. So that's the end of this section. Now I've highlighted another part in green. This is the same type routine as we just went through. it's going to do the circle though. The first routines did the polygon. Now we're doing the circle. We're doing the answer circle, and then we're doing the test circle. It's going to be the same idea. We have an XY position. We set the first point in the line to that XY position. We get the points, in this case, for the answer circle. We add to it the X and Y values. We get the dots for that so we can draw the line. We make the line black and we draw the line, and we go around here 80 times for every one of the vectors. Then we go around down here and we're going to go around 80 times for all the test points. Well, let's go back and look at the picture. Here we have that appear to be on top of each other, so we don't really see the black ones and the gray ones. Maybe I can do something to change that. There, okay. I changed it. Now at least we see the tips of the black ones and we see the gray ones. That's what this routine is doing. We go back to the program. Now I've highlighted the remainder of the instructions in this routine. It sets XG, YG to 500, 395 and puts those as the first value in the line it's going to draw. Line X at offset 0 and line Y at offset 0. Then it sets R to 240. That means go to the right, the size of which is going to be track SS. And then it's going to use that direction and that size to get a value of X and Y, giving this position XG, YG. Then put that position into X plus 1 and Y plus 1, and then make the dots to make that line. Change the color to a brown color, do the line. Then change the speed of the line, well, add the speed anyway, to the size of the line, and then check to see if it's below 330. If it's not, reverse the direction. And here it says if it gets below 0, reverse the direction to go the other way. But this is the one line, and then down here is the other line. Well, instead of going through this routine, I'm going to go to the screen and show you what's happening here. It's these two lines down here going back and forth. They're what create the movement of the circle. They control the center position of the circle, and the center position is the end of it to the right. All right. That's the end of this routine for the vector game.